they graduated from a stage for the first time. They'd never done that before, and they were a game away from the playoffs. Obviously, it was FaZe Clan, I think, that went on to wreck them in that head-to-head. You and I got to watch that one. It was a sad way for it to go. But something that was interesting that Dust were talking about, the idea the train's now gone, Anubis is back in. They had a good map, well, their best map, traded for them what became their best map, and now it's gone again, and their old best map has returned.
So they're going to be the best on Anubis, maybe, at some point.
We'll see. Not going to be coming up today. It's a pretty vanilla map pool. It's the Pugger's Paradise map pool, Hugo, with the exception of Inferno.
Still a classic, Harry. We've got the top 3 pick percentage maps coming through.
Oh, I'm feeling really good today, Hugo.
That's great.
This is it, man. Snacks, get to watch him in this pistol round. Light things up. What's not to love? We had JW yesterday, Snacks today. Screw it, bring me Olaf Meister tomorrow.
Oh, I always love the long take back to B, but they're going through middle here. Torsen's going to miss that timing. So there is a window of opportunity. But not if you go back to long. Snacks is back at the car. Passion go around the world. I think if they made that decision a bit quicker, it might have done them a lot better, because GamerLegion are edging their way back to the B-bomb site. Hypex hanging around. Rez full committing. And just a single flash on Hauser. Going to be hard to actually get any value out of that. Torsen can block B. Rez is full bait. I don't mind it, but you still got to hit the shots.
Yeah, you really do. Torsen up first. But it's all to try and tee up Rez. It makes it a lot easier if Torsen gets out with anything. Rez now has to do it all alone. Plays it late, they're in behind him, and Rez caught with only one.
Great nade.
Chance at the plant now, and a chance to make this one interesting for Passion. Finagling their way back into a 3v4, but it won't matter unless Grim can stand tall in this 1v2. Swing out deals with the Doors player, and now Grim, only one left to find. Passion, their hopes resting on the back of Grim right now in this clutch, and Hypex can't quite get a beat on him. Grim allowed to duck and weave. Plays out in that 1v2, and that's a pistol secured for Passion UA.
Naughty from Grim. Great headshots, 4 kills in the pistol. To think the nade brought him down that low, and he's still able to pick it up. So Passion UA have Grim to thank. Unfortunate for Rez, he had the drop on him as well, but Grim just appears behind him. And a little late B contact for Passion UA, puts a pistol down range as GamerLegion 4 spy up. 4 rifles here for Passion. Ouch. Kavem had some struggles in the major. Couple of good maps, couple of poor maps. But I think playing some online games, the top of the season, back in Europe, going to be good for him. We know this guy can be a real talent. At times a front runner for this Passion squad. Snacks will live to regret it. And this should just be a simple round now. Only Torsen at B. Passion keeping it tight. Pretty dead off-season, Harry. No changes.
Everyone thought all the roster changes were going to happen.
The reason I say it is because I'm looking at someone like PR, especially on a GamerLegion project, team known for selling players, buying players, selling players. And I'm thinking, why is he still here? Everyone was kind of expecting some upgrades perhaps to some of the top squads. Not much changed. And PR was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair. You know, yeah, it was a pretty quiet off-season. I think, you know, the thing with PR now still, you know, being inside of this GamerLegion squad is he's someone who did take a bit of a dip as of late, and like far from the insane heights you got to see from this guy when he first leapt onto your screen. And I kind of want him to find that again. You know, that's going to have to happen now within GamerLegion. But like, especially because you've kind of miss that window for the roster shuffles, I think you want to keep reminding everyone just how good you are.
Yeah, I think it's
because otherwise you're going to be, thought of as a bit of a flash in the pan, like someone who came in high ceiling, presumably from the offset, but then kind of slowed down as you got figured out more.
Well, how about this? Will this show it off? 2 kills on the short side behind the Molotov. It's a nice start to the round, but it's still only eco. GamerLegion might just crumble as the long split comes in. It's perfectly timed from Grim. Double in response, and forget about it. 3 on 5 looking to be picked up here by Passion to convert on their pistol. I don't think there's any stopping this one.
And I want this to be a good start to the season for old mate Grimothy.
Yeah?
I want Grim to play well. I think he's in a kind of exciting position in a way.
Okay.
I think it's all about framing, but like, because you have like twists obviously within phase, and no one really knows what to expect with that team ever from Major Final to eliminate a day one of Bounty by JW and the gang. It's a bit of an uncertain quantity. You have a Liege as well in Liquid, but I think there's... Grim has always been someone where you look at him and it's like he's really, really good out in NA, but he's never been in the conversation as like the best. And I think there is a world where he could try and carve that out with the other guys being on separate teams that aren't in super stable positions. This Passion squad kind of, I would say, building in the right direction. That's been my big takeaway from getting to see them in Hong Kong, getting to see them at the Major, certainly making moves in the right direction, and Grim can be a huge part of that. And so I hope that's the kind of vibe, the tone he sets to open up his 2026.
I like that angle. I think, you mentioned this earlier, but...
Because he was always the guy, like, left to the wayside, Like, even thinking back to when he first joined Liquid ages ago and got to play with the other two, it was like he was not put in his roles, not put in star positions. But he gets that freedom here in Passion UA.
Well, picked it long in this round. Passion just walk out middle in the meantime. Snacks before the smoke blooms. Easy kill for him, and so Passion, it looks a little bit loosey-goosey in this round. 2v5, AWP on the line. Hypex, good for it. And Halzerg, same result? No, he hits the headshot. So bomb plant opens up if he believes. But they're very close. And so he falls. GamerLegion on the board. Didn't have to wait too long here. Because remember, you mentioned this earlier, Passion, not just a series away from the major playoffs, but 2 13-11 losses back-to-back.
Yeah, like rounds away.
On games where they pulled off the most ridiculous rounds. Remember the 2 ninja defuses on A-site, on overpass. So arguably games, or at least a map that Passion should have won there. To think this is a team that could have been in the major playoffs. This is a major playoff we went on and said it was the most stacked of all time. And the game certainly delivered to that, so... Oh, I love a little 3D Max B-pop, what they got. Great flashes, but Torsen's just going to hold the shot. They didn't clear his position. He's able to line up a kill. They get into B, though. That's a great trade-out for Passion.
Reds was about ready to come through and try and play, but Re-Smoke in the way now. Blows it open, gets away with good damage. That softens up JT. Yeah, there are a few IGLs in this game that you're really scared of the numbers and what they're capable of as individuals. JT is one of those players, and so bringing him down low should serve GamerLegion well. Readies himself over towards the car here, but needs to be damn near flawless as they creep on in. JT, missed opportunity, leaves it just on Halzerg, and he gets double swung. That's well handled in the 2v1. Not keen to repeat the mistakes of that last B retaken from the pistol. They swing that one together and don't really give Halzerg the room to play with.
It's a very impressive retake to do that 4v4. 4 kills out of PR as well. He starts with smoke spam. Snacks does some classic Snacks moves. He's done some crazy things already in this game, dropping down CT when they're out mid, jumps on PR's head. Gets punished, but PR makes up for it with another big multi-kill round. And GamerLegion break the money of Passion. Snack's got for us, looking very aggressive in these few rounds of play so far. GamerLegion know they're up against pistols, so they all decide to back up. Don't give them any entries off the Deegs. If you want it, come get it. Making Passion work for it. Short split, 3 long. GamerLegion just setting up in time. PR in the pit. All 3? No, Hypex steals the first. And that might just be the round. Bomb loose at long. Nothing to do but die here for Passion.
What are your thoughts on Hypex? Because obviously one of the things for GamerLegion for a while was like they couldn't find that reliable orb that they were looking for. How do you feel like, you know, what's the eye test? What's your kind of, do you have a take?
No, I don't really have a take. I just remember his EPL like debut, and I haven't seen him too closely since. I don't think we covered them at Budapest. They went out really early in stage 1.
We got to see a couple of their games.
He's a lot more passive than any of their other AWPers, I'd say.
I think my take with Hypex is he is more passive, but I actually think he plays his best when he's being more aggressive.
Yeah.
Like it feels to me like he's an aggressive AWPer trapped in like a passive AWPer's mindset, you know? Like, I think some of his coolest moments have come where he's tried to make plays. He's like the guy late peeking into an angle on the AWP. Hell, even there at the long hit, bro. Like, those were nice shots on the swing out from long side. I think, not with an F, sorry. I think that even at the major, which like you said was a pretty woefully short run for them, the games where he looked best was when he was being a bit more involved early. I quite like watching him when he's playing more flashy and risky. But he doesn't really do that.
No.
I want to see it more, man.
Yeah, I don't have a take.
Because even in some of these moments, dude, like some of the sequences Hypex has had while he's saving, which I know, like, what a horrible statement. But like some of the sequences and the shots that he'll hit are crazy good. All right, Torsten, what you got for us? Dead straight away to the Hauser KWP.
Oh, they just tank the molly, but only Grim decides to do it. Nice trades. And the lurk in mid punishes Snacks. There's a flank, but still the B site has been lost, and so GamerLegion, another retake, this time man down. Is it worth it? Or is it another fancy exit on the save for Hypex? Yeah.
Just you wait, bro. If they come hunting for him, you'll be impressed.
Then they will. They need the money badly on this T side. Okay, not exactly on the same page, their Passion. Grim trying to run through the molly halfway through on his own, but at least they don't get ahead of themselves. Everyone else stops, waits the molly, gets that key trade that gives them the round. They knew there was only one B player after picking Torsten. Oh, Tech saving. Well,
he missed that one, but like that's a passive AWPer's fight right there, you know, like.
Either way, Passion exploiting this B bomb site, looking good from it. Winning the pistol here. Should have really won that 4v4 where they popped it. And they take this one cleanly as well.
Which player in the entire server were you like, was it PR that you were kind of most surprised hasn't shuffled?
Yeah, and also just because of the org as well.
You know who, I don't think he's not my top one for most likely to have moved.
Torsten?
No. JT.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of shocked, bro. I think he really upped his stock in at the major.
I agree. I don't know where he'd go.
I know one place.
I think he wants to... Where?
I know one place.
Go on.
Hello. It is under the water. Steam Liquid.
Oh.
That's where I thought he was going.
Don't do it to him.
Yeah, I mean, Grim probably said, look, man, take it from me.
Trust me on this one. Trust me.
Don't want to go.
I think he likes playing with these boys. You know, it's been a long
that's
time.
fair. He has been with them a very, very long time. And they have Kvem now as well, which he was very exciting at the major.
Passion stocks are rising, Harry. Buy now or forever hold. Ooh, how's that nice combat AWPing? It's bombed down Kvem lurking mid. He's out as well, so he has a lot of the map cut off. It says, watch your tunnels. Halzek's going to try and spot middle, but with this smoke down, Hypex can't really do anything. Fighting for mid together. Giving PR time. 9 and 2 on PR. Don't count him out, but he'll need to do it all.
I mean, Halzek's just trained in. Hasn't made much of a habit of missing, has this Halzek AWP. That first shot lets PR in, but time very, very low now. Needs a reaction, and Kvem will give it to him. Chance to hop on this bomb, leaves the AWP in the post plant. Knife pulled for Halzek. This is going to be really, really close.
No.
PR just shy of the mark, as time will decide it.
Really nice try.
But Passion, man, they nearly give that to him. The early swing from Kvem out through the doors, that's exactly what PR was hoping for.
Yeah, smoke on the bomb always causes panic, and Kvem tries to get ahead of it. Catch him before he gets on the defuse. Luckily enough, it is a fake on that final play, and I think he was screwed either way. Halzek knifing the smoke in a corner plant felt safe. Just, it was too long of a flank for PR to win that round. Very nice try. It's looking good individually, 11 and 3. Had some moments already in this game, but Passion continuing to hit this B bomb site.
What do you think of the dartboard in Snax' room?
Oh, I didn't see. The dart player?
It's really all I've been looking at.
Okay.
I couldn't even tell you what Snax looks like right now.
I've only more of the room.
Every time they show the camera, my eyes just go, darts player, fair enough. Do you watch the darts, Hugo?
Nope.
Have you been inspired by Luke Littler?
Nope.
Well, that's an L you're going to have to hold in your own, Chief.
Good for him, presumably. Isn't he the really young man who doesn't look young?
The young old man, yes. Okay. The young veteran of darts. Grim and Kvem out towards long. Get away with 2 kills in an instant. Hypex would have been a great time for one of them sequences, but it won't come through. Molly burns him alive.
That's why I don't have a take. Like that round right there. That's why I don't have a take. You know? Not bad.
I think right now, though, I'll say this. He's looking a little rusty right now, is Hypex.
Okay.
A little rusty.
How do you get rid of rust?
Elbow grease.
Yeah? You're going to get in there with some elbow grease?
That's the sound of elbow grease.
Do you put it on your elbows, or?
I think it's...
It's got to use
the grease to generate, yeah. From you working them... You're really working them bows.
Okay, there's bows. All right, now Passion. They're
really working them bows.
They've been worked. GamerLegions are bruised. Oh, PR scouts. Grim, another crucial entry, and JT is at the front line every time. On this T side, Passion win another round, decisively and decidedly. They're starting to run away with this one, Harry. 70 rounds on Dust2. Nobody's complaining. Do you think the role of AWPing on GamerLegion is as cursed as the role of player on Team Liquid?
Ooh, no.
No?
No.
Okay, player on Team
Not
Liquid.
by a long shot. Because, like, you know, the AWPers in the past have always just been, like, I would say fine. That's how I would describe it. Like, they weren't massively problematic. And oftentimes you didn't really have expectations to begin with, because the whole GamerLegion project was like, pick up someone relatively unheard of and rely on the scouting. And
You'll be fine, guys. The bar is so low.
No, but it's more just, you know, like when, you know, when Patty and Rainwaker went to Liquid, my expectations were so high. No, but you get what I mean. Like Nerds, for example, who was in like a massive slump throughout the almost the entire time in Liquid and has only just really started to kind of find his form.
Yakindar
fell off hard. Cadian came in, didn't do anything. Twist was also in Liquid for a long time. I mean, Grim was fine.
Okay.
It was everything. It was the post-Grim Liquid. That's where they hit the bump.
Grim left Liquid, Liquid fell off. All right, big round here for GamerLegion. Very important. Well, they could be swept out of Dust2 right now. Passion's pick, after all. They've just been playing a pretty decisive game. It's not been slow defaulting here from Passion. This is one of the slowest starts to a round, letting Kvem work an entry. Surely won't swing onto the car, knowing there's an AWP in play here for GamerLegion. AWP is out mid for Passion, and Halzerk just eats the flash, doesn't seem bothered by it. Jump spotting on B. Kvem looks like he wants this. Ugh. Hypex careful. Smoke is down. He plays ahead of it. What a shot from Kvem. That is a crazy tap. Torsen hears them leaving B as Kvem takes a space as well. The bomb is loose. And Torsen can get out as well. This has gone panic mode for Passion. Everything has gone wrong after that 5v4. Absolutely everything. Crushed by that B hit. Too loud on the runaway. And GamerLegion, it was a necessary round to stay in this game.
Yeah, just gets a little too loose, too fast, get caught in transition. You don't want to feel like you let GamerLegion back in right at the end of this first half, right? You had a chance to really run away with Dust2. Could still feel like that's possible if you pick up an 8th here, but that's not the dream start. They lose Kvem early on that long play.
It looks like a stubborn repeat, but they were relying on that entry. There were 5 players sitting outside long doors there. Passion wanted that kill. That was the whole round. Trusting in Kvem. Maybe he's feeling it after hitting that shot on Hypex, but still 4 and 10. Had trouble. Oof. 8 have been good for GamerLegion. Back to long.
Nice way to start, but reinforcements are on their way over. Ooh. Snacks wiped clean. And now it falls to Rez. Long's been taken, and he hears them moving in very, very quickly here. Flash to try and set him up, and Rez out with that swing. They've got 2 players anti. It's not a problem for Passion yet. Torsen up next, throws caution to the wind on a peek around this smoke. Fought down low, gets out with 1 more, but it's on this swing out from CT. The Hypex might just fall to the Halzerk AWP. It locks down the short angle. And so this would be a time for a Hypex round. He's left in the 1v2. And he's correctly assessed that short's been taken. Never left himself open to the Halzerk AWP. And so they're going to clash over here on short. AWP trained on the angle from Halzerk. He's baited the shot out, but a miss for Hypex. And that's going to seal the deal on a dominant half for Passion UA.
Flamesy's got players breathing down his neck, and there's a ton of pressure coming in on Mezzi. He lines up the bodies, though.
So solid.
Locks this down. Another multi-frag moment, but here's Donk's rebuttal. Okay, over towards outer, damage onto the op. And now ZywOo slides away.
No fast moves.
Donk gets into the back of the site. This is a 1v5.
He can sense the fear. Rotation around for ZywOo.
Donk comes back. ZywOo, remember, full health. Over onto the AK. They're feeding Apex to him. And now this huge health advantage. Time's ticking. Donk's out wide. Okay. Clashes and kills them off. Always reliable Russian rifling. But your answer comes in the way of a Molodoi A-site entry. Spam down through the smoke as Modesty continues to counter, and Kickstand walks this over. But here comes the clutch. Quesarado so low already. No need to finish this off. It's gonna have to be a guillotine from Quesarado, not once, but twice.
Off default, and he's moving up.
m0NESY's been playing phenomenally in this fourth map to keep the Falcons' dream alive.
How can he get two from this position?
I don't know.
He's trying to think different. He might catch one. If he gets both, it'd be a miracle.
He will stay tucked in and hidden and hope. And as they encroach closer, he remains in the shadows. This is Falcons getting closer to that bomb now. The retake's in full effect. m0NESY stomping over. It's a headshot immediately. No! An act of God from KS Serato. At times when we've seen Vitality kind of come in after that first volley, this is a different timing from them, and they're going to try to send one through the car. Oh, that beautiful flash out of Mezzy.
Oh!
Good recovery for m0NESY, not letting that go for free. We've got that smoke still for m0NESY, and he gets the answer back.
All right, now we're talking.
It comes down to 20 seconds. It is right there. Rob's not sure from which avenue. TeSS going in first, dies out to Mezzy. m0NESY's got himself a third, and the quad on for an ace. And time to plant, and Sanctuary on the other side as Apex will walk this approach.
He's got to take a breath. m0NESY low HP, 14 health, looking for this last kill.
Locked in, holding the angle, Apex's head, primed for the popping. In a full house for 4 rounds. m0NESY uses that moment to establish an angle on Hut, but misses. And there's a lot of movement for Fury at Outer. They write off this threat. Kicksand can't get his. This is Yakindar just trying to charge it down. Multiple bodies still, but he doesn't give a damn.
He's not done yet.
Oh, he's just tearing right through everyone.
He's a bulldozer.
Nico, last man standing here inside of the site. It's a quad kill for Yakindar. He will stare them in the face and step up to the plate.
Well, it's a big plate, that's for sure, and Snacks may be hungry, but can he truly chow down on the 8 rounds that Passion UA have thrown their way? Yet to be seen, really. Passion start this game very strong, winning a series of rounds in quick succession, Harry, on that T side of Dust2. Some lovely entry work from Grim and from JT, and some abuse of that B bomb site, like every true Dust2 game.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's been a pretty open and shut case thus far, right? GamerLegion had a chance to make it a lot more interesting in that final round with the 5v4, but just unable to convert upon it.
Cocky cool.
So a bit of aggression here from Passion UA to open things up. Running it down out through top mid. JT, that's a nice start, and you might feel content enough with that to try and get away with the 5v4. And they're given the room to do so. That's because PR in the downtime has moved all the way through, but Grim looks really suspicious.
He saw him, for sure. But he knows that PR doesn't know.
Yeah.
So they're going to clear him together.
Try and deal with PR, who thinks he's being real sneaky right now. He's not. And so suddenly the plan is in disarray for GamerLegion. They thought they had an ace up their sleeve with PR there. You've now got to look further afield, and you're hoping that Torsen can try and open something up in this 3v5.
That's such a sick little play for Passion. The fact that they flash it as well, multiple players clearing. Grim realizing the info is one way. The issue is they did leave B completely open, so that's a bit of an oversight here, as GamerLegion have done exactly what Passion did to them in their pistol round. Walked in late from spawn. And back in spawn sits Hypex, needing multiple kills. He'll deliver 2. Kavem on the flank. 3v2, good chance for GamerLegion.
They're going to try and pressure these players out through mid. The backstab in the window won't land. And so these dual Berettas feast on the final 2 from GamerLegion. Passion breathe a little easier. That was a tricky round when all is said and done. Even if it starts off great and they get to that initial 5-on-3, it proves to get a damn sight more difficult with the B plant. But they get through to the other side, and they have a chance to really clean up here on Dust2.
Yeah, get the Hoover out. Poor PR.
And I mean, it's kind of what I want to see from Passion UA. Like we were saying coming into this, it feels like they've been going from strength to strength. I think if you want to show that, don't have too much of an issue in this game. You know, if you have loftier ambitions, if you're thinking you want to try and be like a playoff-bound team in 2026, I feel like you don't want to be struggling in these opening stages.
And nice to see them land instantly at the top of the season. Can they close the game? Force buy out here for GamerLegion. Bomb plant doing well for them. They're just going to walk out mid right now. Careful. No one. I mean, Kavem has pushed deep B. Oh! Not able to escape after one, and Nyx was so far away. So GamerLegion are again going to get that site.
Oh,
no way.
Nyx gets his, and now just waits for his team, right? No need to force the issue in this 3-on-2. They are brought down very, very low on the spam. That's a lot of damage found onto Nyx. So don't get ahead of yourselves here, Passion. Round is far from over. They're anticipating a reaction on the tap of that bomb, so you see they don't go for the commit, but a TK in there makes life awkward for GamerLegion.
He heard A1S and he turned around. Did he think they were behind him? That's his teammate with the A1S. He literally turned around. What? I think it's literally like you're so locked in, you think the A1S is your opponent, but then he gets team killed. Look at this. What are you looking at? They're in front of you, and then PR kills him. He was an enemy. What? Explain.
I mean, I think you explained it.
Okay, fine, but justify. Zestify. What the helly? Anyway.
Oh.
Mirage is up next.
Yeah, I do imagine you're feeling a little cooked at the end of that one.
Oh, get him out.
And now they're just getting deleted by an MP9 up close. Oh.
I'm still reeling.
That's all fine though, isn't it?
Oh, and he team killed him.
He did TK.
He did team kill him.
In a way, you were
What are you looking at me?
You were right to be worried.
Yeah, true. Could have looked forward.
Snacks could just tell the TK was coming. He was going to try and kill PR first.
True. It was a race to the bottom.
But the young man reactions get the better of him.
Yeah. You know, that is like, yeah, no, I'm not going to try and justify it. You are locked in. When you hear the A1S and you turn, that means you're locked in. Sometimes for worse, not for better.
You know my saying, Hugo.
What you saying?
Sometimes you got to check out to check in.
That's true.
You got to lock out to lock in.
I'd like to check out. Can I check back in? No, sir, you've already checked out. Well. Can I wait in the lobby? No, sir, you don't have a booking. So, GamerLegion getting sent back to the streets with a game like this. There was a chance. We're looking at 12 rounds on the tip of my tongue because Passion are just fighting middle, fearless. Snacks walking through the B smoke. Up next, the weather.
I mean, it's one of the things I really started to appreciate about this Passion team as time's gone on. I feel like they try to avoid overcooking where possible. You know, it's like, oh, they're down to fight us in mid? Sure. We'll fight them in mid every step of the way. What are they running? Like one scout? Yeah, fine by me. And so just a clean sweep here. Really no resistance from GamerLegion on Dust2.
Is PR the European Insani? Or am I being too nice?
No, because Torsen is really good.
Oh, okay.
And like, Insani doesn't...
So's Breno, Harry.
Well...
Yeah.
I think, like, you know, Insani has to drop 30 if they want to win.
That's true. That's true, actually. Yeah.
Whereas, like, PR has had quiet games, and they still win, even with him being quiet.
That's valid.
Like, because Rez is in this team, forget about him. But he might be required in this round if GamerLegion want to keep seeing the sights on Dust2 any longer. They're in a 3v5 here, and a bit of awkwardness out towards long. Snacks, again with the Smoke Hawk. This time, it will yield some results for GamerLegion to hold on to. They've got long control. Ready to try and challenge this. Our passion, and that's a fight they might end up regretting. Kavem fed to Snacks out on long, but a weird timing for Rez down in lower. Sees it reduced, just down to this 2v3 on the back of the long push.
Util comes down, plenty of time. Passion, 3 players on the cross, 3 nades thrown, announcing their presence. GamerLegion still try and make it across. They're not going to be able to. Snack sneaking in, but look at the bomb site right now. Just ready to swing and finish the job, sending us to Mirage. Nyx tries to. And repeat after repeat, a fearless Passion UA in this game, a game that GamerLegion were never truly in. 1 streak of 3 rounds as soon as they got guns out, and then nearly a flawless map after. Passion finishes strong. Beautiful game out of Passion. Never really started for GamerLegion, and that's Passion's pick going well to start off Blast Bounty. The Bounty Hunters coming for GamerLegion's head.
The Bounty Hunters playing like the most wanted, because GamerLegion didn't show up in this one. This was straight out the gates, a good start.
I can imagine after the major, with this proving to have been a bit of an important map for how it all panned out for the Passion squad, that they've continued to revise and improve upon their Mirage.
Well, you also know what's worrying, right? Here we are talking about Passion UA and then picking up Mirage and then, you know, showing some better look on it. I think we should also talk about GamerLegion's Mirage, because they played it a bunch as a team for a long time. But when it came to last season, Harry, they played it twice an entire season. So they just completely stopped touching this map. Don't know how they got away with it, but GamerLegion don't exactly have the recent experience. So that's a little bit worrying. It was a huge loss streak going across Astana and Dallas that maybe prompted this for GamerLegion. But you also hope, while Passion UA have been putting in the time, that GamerLegion have done the same. They did pick it up back at Frag, so that's something. But remember, that was with a different roster. They didn't even have PR there. It was 2 in-game leaders. So what have GamerLegion got in this game? Coming up Con quickly, some ugly shots, but Rez recovers on the final bullet. He won't live. JT double up and the bomb out Palace. Ooh.
All right, nice little tap for Hypex. PR takes it 1 step further, and if you don't deal with this man in middle, the retake never begins, so they finally get past Hypex. JT, 3 kills deep. Even more will be required. Kit's on Halzerk, and he's tagged up. Trying to close in now, but they lose JT out of the stairs, and Halzerk can't be expected to do a damn thing. That low on health. On the swing out from triple, he's shut down, and that's a nice pistol from GamerLegion, one that they're able to recover in spite of a bit of an ugly start to it.
Yeah, very surprised they recover that. JT found some clinical early kills to stop that A split. But bomb out Palace and no one in the sight. So GamerLegion start the game off strong. Reassuring look after the way that Dust2 went. Ooh, Kavem dropping under with the M4. Like this move. And he's not fighting top mid early as well. He's looking to play late in the round. Such a common play. I think Donker's really made this meta. So it should be expected. With that smoke, you're just revealing it. Oh, they're not ready. He just swings and gets a kill, but Rez is still good for the trade. Now the M4 is lost. So it's up to the site hold. What's Grim got?
Oh,
Nice.
well, no accounting for that. JT just this hero deagle, but it will get shut down. And on this little jaunt out from Catwalk, Rez here to stop this retake in its tracks. Nyx has really got nothing left to do here.
Bomb has been planted.
See ya. Should get away with this M4 now. Although... oh, definitely not. Nice chase for Hypex. Even grabs that upgrade. So here we go. GamerLegion going to get their freebie in round 3. Unless they waltz into a stack. And then Passion have to hit hard. And they need to hit hard on the CT side because, yes, you know, you can give them their props with, okay, a lot of losses to top teams, G2, FaZe, Falcons. But at the same time, the one thing that we've seen consistently from Passion UA on this map is a real struggle on T sides. They've put up a series of great defenses and struggle to close out games. So they need these CT rounds. Is that B stack?
Nyx kind of has like the young pimp vibe about him in this picture.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, right? It's throwing me through a loop.
Yeah.
Young pimp. Now there's a good nickname, Pimp.
Young Pimp.
Young Pimp.
Should change his
But just like Y-U-N-G.
oh, like a rapper.
Yeah, Young Pimp.
Not Lil Pimp?
No. Maybe Hung Pimp. That's
I don't know
good.
what you're onto, sorry. Maybe you know more than I do, Harry. Oh, only damage here.
Young Pimp pulling up.
Bomb has been planted.
Nope. He's dead.
Oh, it's just...
So is everyone, Hugo.
it's true.
Well, not everyone.
I'll give it enough time.
True. Time makes meat out of all of us, Hugo.
Makes meat.
That's what we become for a bit. And then it's just bones. You can't eat them. I've tried.
Weird. Orbs out here for Halzerk. No kits, you'll note, despite the fall by in round 4. Just a standard con split here. They're going to bring a bit of pace in the bonus. The MAC-10 running it in. Break is good. Oh, but he didn't check, and so Rez gets the upgrade, gets the split off, and even though Snacks gets picked, it seems worth it right now. GamerLegion running amok into A. Halzerk having to rotate out right now. Go retake CT. GamerLegion, it's all about picking strong positions here. Back to ramp, under Balk for PR, trusting in his aim. Rez in connector. It's a good spot to be in for GamerLegion. But Util will make it interesting.
How much can PR get away with? That's kind of the big question. Just a one and done, but his teammates there to lend a helping hand. Great catch for Rez and Torsen. And that will only leave Halzerk with this AWP, unable to part ways with that AWP. It gets knocked out of the round. And okay, GamerLegion, they got hands after all.
That they do. Looking a lot more locked in this game, that's for sure. Some nice tempo. Not respecting smokes either. Just coming through on that A split, trusting in the cool. Passion UA, there's no moment from anyone here to celebrate since that pistol from JT, and even then. Oh, JT, known for his deagle, but it's a 5-7 in this round. Always doing more with less.
Known to you for his deagle, Hugo.
Yeah, I mean, known to get one, Harry, and then lose the round, famously.
I think it's probably just you and B-Trams who know anything about.
No, Deagle is
about
old school.
the
No, it's not
JT.
just that one game about
I mean-
rivals. JT's Deagle is a long time coming, Harry. We've been watching JT for years. He's always had that Deagle on him. Harry's Googling JT Deagle right now.
Wait, no, that's the one from the event you're talking about.
Yeah, he's had some clips. Trust me. See?
You're right. There's
Yeah.
2 over his whole
No, I
career
can
that
see
aren't.
more. No, shush. Not taking this slant.
That's from the event I was talking
We've been
about.
repping JT, and now you're like,
I'm repping JT, but I'm, you know,
the Deagle. Well, actually,
JT's just pretty good with all the guns.
JT rifle though. That's the thing about JT. 2 kills from the captain. Someone do something. Help him out. Oh no. Guess not. Guess nothing.
What's going on, Passion? Come on. Do something. Big Knicks round, I think. Pulling up like young pimp out in the spawn.
He does look like young Pimp in that photo. I don't know what it is.
I've seen him in real life. Like I don't look at him and think that's young pimp, but in this
No.
image.
Ooh,
And dude, I mean,
Pimp can do that.
with a dig like that,
JT-esque.
JT-esque dig shot.
They're just not peeking. There's no way to win. See ya. Ooh. Young Pimp would have hit that though. All right, time to wake up for Passion because it's been a bit of a flat CT side, and this is meant to be their good side by quite a margin. GamerLegion are just having no problem. A-split after A-split. So if I was Snacks, before we go live, I would have put all the darts, on 180, triple 180 or whatever.
Triple 180.
I don't, is that a thing? Triple 60 or triple 180? I don't know how it works.
You're trying to get to 3.
I put them all.
No,
in the
wait, you're
right
trying to get to 180.
like I've nailed.
Yeah, and you would do 3 on the
60,
triple 20.
60.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I did. Be like, wow, look at me.
I mean, he wouldn't need to fake it.
No.
Snacks looks like he can throw a dart.
Yeah, sure. Whatever that looks like.
I don't know, like, it's just something, like, for example, and we'll both agree here, Torsen does not look like he could throw a dart.
I completely agree.
Right? And I'm like, I don't know what, I don't know why there's some innate feeling in you that decides whether or not someone looks like they'd be good at darts.
He could
but
play rugby.
could he?
Torsen looks like a rugby.
Yeah, actually, I see that. I see that.
Okay, 5v4 here for Passion.
Ooh. And Snacks with the catch.
And Wonderland again. Back in those B apartments. But he's walking it back, and Nick still has deep apps. So they know they don't need to play B right now. It's a good rotate from JT, putting 3 strong on this A site. Grim in the open, though, is going to leave them in a predicament. Hausek has to hit some quick shots here because his teammates mollied off.
Boost up, and Hauser caught by it. Good use of Torsen there, throwing him over the boost and extending this advantage. You've teed yourself up for a 6th consecutive round here. That's great business from GamerLegion. And for Passion, back to the drawing board, not the dartboard.
No.
Grim looks like he'd be good at darts, but I also know Grim, and I bet he's not good at darts.
Okay. Snacks. This is nice watching Snacks. Yeah, back in GL. For better or for worse, watching Snacks in the modern day. See? Worked there. Snuck in. Last second. Got the exit. So 6-0. He's just got such a unique play style.
He does. Like, you never really know what's going to happen.
No. I like that boost as well. They heard the scope when he scoped Palace, so just realizing wide off the stairs is the perfect remedy. Just really not any of these rounds particularly close for Passion since the pistol round. Kvem trying to escape. This should be his wheelhouse, you know. This is part of the reason Passion started playing Mirage. For those who don't know, Passion didn't play Mirage. This core, this X complexity core, did not play this map for 2 years. They didn't play it in CS2 until Blast Rivals. It was 2 years and 4 months not playing this map as a three-man unit of Halzerk, JT, Grim. Came to Rivals, they almost beat Falcons. They went on to play it at the Major, not the best results. Taking down Liquid is something, but struggling against international European competition, and this is another example of it. And Kvem was meant to be the guy. He had a great Mirage in his previous Passion and Ikla squad. Right now, he is struggling. Hasn't shown up in either of these maps. This GamerLegion run rampant.
I think like that's kind of the problem, right? Even on Dust2, the one that you won very comfortably, Kvem still looked a little bit shaky there. Now you get onto a map where you really need him to perform, and that's going to start to matter. It didn't on Dust2 when everyone else was hitting hard, when GamerLegion looked a little slow to ever get going, but like, believe me, now you are feeling Kvem's absence in this series more than ever.
For sure. Oh. PR can just go for it, I think. Flash. Able to take the AK out of the play. No! Kvem! They're not looking at you. Oh dear. Just, it's brutal. This is brutal.
Damn, they're nice little setup there.
Yeah, it is clean. But,
Clean.
But 7-0, Harry. And I don't know, what's he scored there on his darts board? I can't tell.
What do you mean?
6 darts on the board.
Oh, are there?
Yeah.
I'll look at them. Sorry.
6 darts.
Hang on, Hugo. Let me get my glasses. I'm going to inspect this board.
It's a bit out of focus. It's hard to see.
Why do I have so much stuff?
Where's B-Tramps? He tell us the score.
Yeah, man, we need it. Lord only knows we need it. God, these are dirty. Sorry, Hugo, this is a whole ordeal.
Knicks against them all. Actually, against none of them. They cancelled. They were going for B, but deep utility here for Passion, and back to the default for GamerLegion. We're in no hurry. 7-0. Everything has worked.
I can see so good. Okay. Come on, Kvem. This is the round. Let's get it going, buddy. You're 1-7. I know, you know, you're not last. You're tied for last, and that makes it feel a little bit better. But Kvem, they need you.
It's 3 guys, 1-7.
Exactly. And that's not good enough. And just to think, you know, it could all start right now, the recovery arc. Because, you know, Kvem's, like, finding his form at the Major was what made the Passion run exciting. He'd struggled in high-pressure games, but you saw him look to overcome that. And so you kind of want that to reflect even in these type of matches now.
Oh, my God. Literally any of them.
Come on. Come on, Kvem. Oh.
I mean, it's great. I've got to say, it's great for GamerLegion. These splits have been really claustrophobic. The util's been nice. The timing of con and ramp, and they've just been walking through the con smoke, walking through the ramp smoke. But you can't look at this game and say the Passion UA haven't had a chance to shoot back. Halzerk just got 3 AWP shots off on default, and he missed all 3 of them. Like, at a certain point, it doesn't matter. Like, you just got to hit them. You've got to hit them.
Yeah.
You got to hit something.
You could have you could have the best util, the best comms, the best crosshair placement. None of that matters though if you don't kill them.
Yeah, shoot the enemy. I like your point about Kvem though, because I think what was interesting about him, which you don't often see, is despite the hype around this player and the moments we've seen and some great online games, he hadn't played a big event until Rivals. Rivals was his first big event. He played in an arena. The whole team crumbled in that arena in a winnable game. And then they went on to the major. Again, a second big event, high pressure, some stage games there, albeit with a smaller crowd, but the pressure of the major on his shoulders. And he had a couple of crumbly games at the beginning as well, but then
like slow to start.
But then he warmed into it. He looked good. He had some moments, and we thought, hey, he's here. This is where he should be doing arguably his best work in these online matches against a team of I don't even want to say similar level, really. Like, yeah, okay, you're the bounty hunters, you're picking the favorite, but GamerLegion aren't exactly a world-beating team, and they're also going through changes right now, in-game leadership changes. So this is a game where, and hey, we saw it on Dust2, Passion dominated them, but then what happened here on Mirage? They have just completely disappeared. GamerLegion capitalizing very well. Not even really, score's good for Rez, but this isn't a one-man game. This is a team game right now for GamerLegion. Rez still plucks that 5v4 out of middle. And Passion just throwing themselves at window.
In games like this, I think back to words from someone far wiser than I.
Okay.
Which would be Adam Torshash, the Hungarian author for Mouse.
What did he say?
He said, you got to show them you're the dog in the house.
That's true. That's a good...
You got to show them you're the dog in the house, Hugo.
This house is dogless right now. Whose house? Torshi's house. GamerLegion are looking for the flawless game at this point.
They are. And, I hope that that's their mindset too. I think it's easy to, loosen up at this type of a lead. Everyone's feeling very confident. It's like, hey, screw it. Everything's working, so let's try everything, we can just get real loose with it. We can all take our fights. We can enjoy that. And don't get me wrong, I think there's still merit to playing like that. It makes you really annoying to play against. It's really hard.
Bloody hell.
But shoot for the 12-0, shoot for the 13-0.
Yeah.
Because at this point, that's really all you have left to play for.
Oh, Halzerk.
Yeah, I know he's having a nightmare, isn't he? But he's never going to run out of toilet roll. So on the upside, there's that.
I didn't see that. That's so much toilet roll.
This guy took the pandemic personally.
That's so much. That's way too much.
Dude, now we know. When everyone was bulk buying toilet roll at the dawn of the pandemic, Halzerk bought it at the ground floor.
4 years. Yeah, he's still sitting on the same mountain. Oh dear, that's something. Okay, it's a scrim right now for GamerLegion. They're just pracking. They're trying new things. Good molly on B will buy time for Nyx to get back in the site, but they're still coming in. 3 players walking through that smoke. Does Nyx realize they jump out?
Oh, good stuff for Nyx. There's the support from Halzerk as well. Finally coming through with a kill. He has all those toilet rolls, Hugo, so that he can mop up when he's done shitting on these kids.
Jesus Christ. No.
Here we are. Oh, it's Kvem on the board too, and Halzerk there.
I mean, we said
with their powers combined, Hugo, they just might be able to get 3 rounds after all.
We said 13-0 last round, so it was about time for that to immediately get cursed. Well, a round is nice, but it is just a round here for Passion UA. All right. Quick timeout.
Also, it looked like Snacks had a 41 on the dartboard, I think.
But with 6 darts.
Oh, I only saw 3.
There's 6 darts.
There's 6 darts?
Yeah.
What you doing? Single player darts? See, like, that's Nyx. That's not Young Pimp.
Oh, yeah.
But then you see him in the photo, and
it's
that's
the
Young
facial
Pimp.
hair.
Yeah.
Facial hair. He doesn't have it in the photo. But in the photo, I see the Young Pimp. I feel like he's always had facial hair.
Right that way. Okay,
Yeah,
I started getting gaslit so hard to myself. I was like, wait, are they actually just using a Young Pimp picture?
Maybe Boss are trolling us.
Because like they don't even look the same.
No.
That's not the same man.
I don't think so. Rush out ramp, and look, Passion are fighting for mid. GamerLegion just get A for free. Oh, it's the perfect call here. Snacks with a pace change, disrespect, and it's excellent. He's in their head right now. Nothing's going right. GamerLegion, credit where credit is due. They've rumbled.
Oh my god, the spam is pretty insane, isn't it? Everyone's wounded, everyone's spamming smokes. And old mate Snacks is the first to put a kill on the board from it.
What have we got here? Can Passion even win this? They have to try. Nice nade combo with the flash as well. Res full blind and Nyx double up. It's the only one on double digits here. Smoke on the bomb, but can they cross? Will Snacks allow it? Cover on the orb does get missed, but they're sticking.
Defuse.
And the Palace player dead to the AWP. Halzak hits the one shot he had to win that round. Nyx off the defuse. Passion pick it up in a 4v5. Halzak got his. Let the record show.
I mean, the fact that they win that is kind of insane, isn't it? Right? It's such a clean site take. There's full util down. It's this little nade break play, and then, yeah, you're dead on. Halzak delivering, getting the one he had to, enough to win them the round. And so shooting for something resembling a recovery here. 3 in a row right at the end of this first half. That's what Passion are hoping for.
Passion go back to what they wanted to do, which was fight for the mid-control last round. And there is a slower play here for GamerLegion. Oh my, Snacks is just having a field day. Flick headshot. 4 health. Give him the orb. Torsen, easy kill for him. 13 and 4. Just looks like a different team here, GamerLegion, versus the Dust2 that this started with. But then, Passion Strike, 3v5 turns to a 3v2, as Halzak has found his mojo, maybe a little too late. Oh, run it back. Oh no, 2 kills.
Still done his part in the round, and now it's down to Kavem and Nyx. Nyx has so often been left to the wayside without a chance to play. Well, this kill is for all the marbles, looking for that 3-round streak in at the end of the half. Flash dodged, Hypex gets eyes on, but time's running low. Has to go for the kill now, and he'll hunt it down. Hypex with the chase. 3-round streak denied. That's double digits for GamerLegion as they look to recover.
Hey guys, this is Mahone, and I'm going to break down how the pros hold short on Mirage so you can do it just like them too. Let's go. At the start of the round, typically you'll want to throw a flash at the top of mid to push the T's back. This flash hits anyone standing between top mid and the chair, ultimately creating space for you to peek middle. The top mid flash creates an avenue to peek middle, but you also have to worry about someone coming from underpass. To deny the possible T coming from underpass, you can throw a Molotov at the entrance to prevent them from getting to bench. This gives you more safety when you fight top mid. The top mid flash and underpass Molotov are good tools to help you fight, but before you reach that point, there's a chance a T could cross the initial angle before you get to bricks. This is possible if the T has the best spawn and your teammates at window and connector get smoked out. If this happens, you can Molotov the bricks and progress as the Molotov is still up. But if the T's don't push up, a great angle to hold is between the bricks and the corner, where you can't be seen from chair. This is strong because T's tend to clear the bricks angle on the right corner, but not exactly the spot in between. This also allows you to be close enough to spot if a T runs up connector. Another spot you can use is on the ledge in front of ladder room. Holding this specific spot matches up with the right end of the bench, so if T's jump onto it, you'll be able to catch them mid-air. Being up close also allows you to see the T even if they crouch, whereas if you stand further back, the T now has the option to crouch for cover. If you want to get a deeper view into mid, you can get a boost onto the bricks. From here, you can catch T's running down the slope of mid from an elevated position, and even if the T's throw a smoke at Cat like this, you'll still be able to see over it. Now, these are some great positions to play on short, but you'll likely want some flexibility to move to ladder room. The best way to do this is to throw a smoke at the front of catwalk. Not only does this block the T's from pushing up, but now you can move to ladder room without being caught. Being in ladder room allows you to defend against T's coming up short and through window at the same time. You also get access to this position on the cement blocks in window to spot the cross towards connector. T's often overlook this position since they're clearing the top of connector when they enter. But holding short is just one part of being in this area. What are some other ways to help your teammates? If you don't use your smoke for front cat, you can also use it to re-smoke the bottom of connector, which slows down the T's map control. If a B push comes in, putting yourself right up to the bricks gives you an isolated fight for the window. The power behind this is that the bricks actually covers up many of the common flashes that pop towards the B site. For comparison, exposing yourself to the site with the same flashes would look like this. Now, despite everything you can do as the short player, don't forget you can start the round by going through window instead of B site. If you make the cat jump, you can contest mid far earlier. And instead of jumping on cat, you can also go for the ladder room jump. Being in ladder allows you to cut off any T's who go fast towards short. But if you peek middle from ladder room, keep in mind a T with the best spawn can already make it to second chair. And that was the last piece on how to hold Mirage short like the pros.
Well, we might need to send Passion to the Mahone zone right now, because with 2 rounds on the CT side of Mirage, it is a stark difference between their Dust2 and the second map of this series.
Starchly different, you could say.
Yep, indeed, Harry. It's got all the flavors, well, not exactly a flavor, all the ingredients for a 3-map series.
It does.
Inferno is our decider. GamerLegion dragging us there.
Yeah, you know, 2 rounds. It's not a lot. So I've heard, I wouldn't know.
Full stop. End of sentence.
But, you know, with a pistol round, Hugo, suddenly it feels like actually you're right back in this game. That's how I would be selling it to the guys.
Okay. You sound like a really inspiring coach right now.
I'd say, fellas, look, you win this round, we're basically at the same number as them.
All right. Well, let's start somewhere. Pistol coming out. Julie's up close and PR pops them as Hypex stops them at the door. Oh, wait a sec. Wait a sec, he's stuck. He's dead. JT turns around, but they line up for Rez. It's all on rails for Rez right now. Double smoke headshot. Pop, pop. Good night. Let's talk about that third map.
Yeah. Well, right now, if I was the coach of Passion, I'd take a page out of Hallie's book and I'd say, fellas, map 3's right round the corner. Don't tilt, please.
Yeah, so guys, it's over. Please relax.
Yeah.
Please stop getting angry. It's a good strategy.
Been seeing folks say that Torsen looks like Alexi B's brother. Not like in the way that we all know Alexi's brother like that. Just that they look similar. Thoughts?
No. Stick with the young pimp, it was working. Just gonna let this round play out. We all saw it, it's okay. That one will not be remembered.
Oh, I meant Hypex,
Oh,
not Torsen.
oh, it's the hair. It's the hair.
Yeah.
You meant Hypex.
Yeah, I just said the wrong name. That's Torsen. He doesn't look anything like
Well, I'm glad I
Alexi.
stood my ground.
No, and I agree with you. That's the one.
I see it. I see it. Yeah, yeah.
You do a really good Alexi impression.
Oh god, can I do it on?
No, probably not. We'll rehearse it for next map. Stick around. There's a third map coming. I can assure you all of that. at 12-2. Hugo will get it refined in the break. Because... No, don't tempt it too early.
No.
I genuinely have a lot of faith in your accent here, and I want you to nail it.
I just believed in it, but, you know.
No. Don't believe in yourself. Believe in the preparation, Hugo.
That's a good bit of advice.
Kavem out through mid. And Grim's gotten one. All right. This might be shaping up to something.
I mean, if they win this round, they basically got the same scoreline, I heard. That's what my coach said, so... Passion up Cat. It's a bit of a rotate coming in. GamerLegion putting 2 players on this B site. They could win a 3v5. I've seen crazier things. But Torsen gets scouted and Hypex outed. Back in the market instead. Door shut. Takes 2 with him. PR in the clutch.
Not impossible, but now it is, because you're dead. And that means the round's over. Passion keep it going. And Grim looks ecstatic. He doesn't. That smile is so upturned. It's like a cartoonishly visible frown. I've never seen anyone frown so hard. You okay, Grim?
Case of the frownies. Full default here for Passion. A chance to crack some T-side rounds here. Not many.
Hash frowns.
Mrs. Frowns, boys. I knew that would get you.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
It's good, though.
5B? Valid? It's a valid strategy. Just the 4. Should be Passion's 4th round.
Well, they have to get past Rez.
Okay, that's fine.
They've done it. Oh, no. Hang on. Still room for this to go awry. Because PR's clawed back a 4-on-4. Now, you are very out of position. Arguably, you couldn't be more out of position. And so it might just be a save here. They're not worried. They have a lot of rounds to work with. And so, yeah, just hold on to whatever you can. Try it again in the next one.
Oh. Oh. Oh, thanks.
Oh, it's just every fight is so labored, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so ugly.
Terrorists win.
Some scavenging going on. GamerLegion gets some AKs out of that, so not a bad save by any means on the B stack. Still a threatening round. Yeah, 2 AKs, Scout, Deagle.
Oh, good catch for Nyx.
Just cleared rampant.
I mean, dude, I feel a little bad for Nyx because he's like actually been putting in a solid shift in this map, but largely was avoided back in that first half. Very rarely got to play in a rounds where it would actually matter. But here's him and Grim just bringing it home. Another round for Passion UA. And another save for GamerLegion.
Comeback of the tournament? Question mark? Snacks always finds a way, man. Cheeky guy.
Also, someone said Alexi B's brother. Ah, yes, Alexi A. And that's funny.
That's good.
That's good.
It's a good joke.
That might be Hypex's new nickname.
Alexa, buy orb. No?
Alexa, order an Xbox 360.
other brands are available.
Terrorists win.
Quick, Hugh, how can we take advantage of people listening on TVs through
Xbox
their
turn
Alexa?
off.
Yeah, Xbox off.
Confirm.
Okay, Google, look up.
Hey, Siri.
Oh no, my phone started. No, I don't want to hear this.
Your phone just
I forgot I have a Google. I've betrayed myself.
Oh. You've been hoisted by your own petard.
I have.
Okay, Passion. They're still trying, man, and I'll give them that. I will give them that right now. They are giving it a good go. Just against 12 makes it so hard. One missed chance, and you're done. Awesome falls off. They hear that. Cat split attempted. Kavem, JT getting it done.
2 really
B
quick kills.
Open for business right now. They heard Torsen leave. Now they're going to go. JT is felled in middle. B is open.
Oh, Torsen. Oh, deciding against it, and he had to leave really, really quick when he misses the jump.
Let's go. It's done.
One more save. I don't know, man. We
nice.
can't be taking it seriously yet, man. Like, it's still too early. It's 12 to... You still have 6 chances even
rounds.
now, but there's
Been
no
dominant.
denying. You know, these are pretty convincing thus far.
I thought their T side was
Passion
the
UA.
bad side. I don't know how they're doing it.
What you need is the T-side calls of Snacks and the CT calls of ZTR. Merge them together.
It's an interesting theory.
Yeah. Maybe if
Maybe we should get rid of PR and put ZTR on this team. I think that team could go top 3 at Fragadelphia. Not the highest bar. It did happen. Passion onto 6. How did we get here? It was a 2-round first half. It was both pistols converted by GamerLegion. It's 4 rounds straight for Passion UA. Is it the fakest comeback you've ever seen? Or do we just don't know what's about to happen?
I mean,
Goodness.
you know, it's like at this point, you've come this far. Like, keep giving it your all. Because at some point, GamerLegion are going to start to get nervous that they're choking this game. And I don't know if that would have dawned on them just yet. I don't know if that's their biggest worry just yet, but it will come eventually if you keep racking up rounds.
All right, here we go. Hypex can win the game right now. He's in a strong position. His team are far away, but that smoke has forced Passion to change their mind. They go towards Connector. Bomb is open. But they need this kill here, and now Flash falls just at the feet of Torsen. He's not blinded. Kavem trading. 2v2. Kit on Hypex. No smoke. Snacks. TikTok. Brain rot. As the clock, gone. Not gonna happen. Nick's a safe pair of hands here. Passion, keep it going.
When do they get nervous, Hugo? Maybe they're nervous already.
One more gun round.
That's where you're putting it.
Yeah. 12-8, and then you have to eco. That's when you're like, guys.
Like, we're actually going to lose this game. That's the thought that creeps into your mind. Okay. That's not a bad way for this to start. Clash of the Orbs, and Hypex comes out ahead. Over the smoke, Snacks hoping he can get a whiff of this short play, and with Kavem also knocked out into a bit of a rough round here. Nyx has been the real shining light for Passion UA on Mirage, and he's at least found a step towards the equalizer. 3v4 now, thanks to that one on Torsen. But Passion are very strung out. They're in no position to make a play. And things go from bad to worse with JT dead down in lower.
They had me in the second half, not gonna lie. But a 2v4. We're in with a 1v1 temporarily available, but wrong check as PR comes out first. And Well, Passion, it was a nice try, but they just gave themselves no breathing room on that CT side. 2-round haul. GamerLegion got 9 rounds in a row to start this game. And so respect for that, because we're going to take this all the way to Inferno as Young Pimp tries to save this map. 1v4.
I mean, nowhere he goes does he have a fair fight. Gonna try and choose this B site, what feels like the lesser of two evils, but even now in danger of being peeked from A. You see they've got a watchful eye on it, and with PR stepping out into the open, Nyx changes his mind. Out into the window now, this is lengthy routing and it's wasting time he just doesn't have. With Snacks waiting back in the palace, there should be no room to get this bomb planted. Nyx doesn't know it, and he's tried to pace himself as well as he can here, but surely a dead man the moment he tries plugging in the numbers. GamerLegion will take this one over the line, and this series rages on all the way onto Inferno.
Something we didn't expect after what we saw on Dust2 was a complete turnaround for GamerLegion. They came into this Mirage, they got off to an amazing start, they looked unstoppable, and it just felt inevitable.
The guy knows darts. Oh, come on. All at one?
Yo, hang on.
Okay, yeah. The game is paused. We paused the game to watch some
they're
darts.
actually pausing it for this.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's nailing it.
I told you,
Yo.
he looked like he could
He's
play
sick,
darts,
okay.
and y'all thought
He's
it was a
actually
joke.
sick. He's actually sick at darts.
Y'all thought it was a joke.
What a legend.
Snacks, the Dart King.
What a beast.
And there we go, games live. Snacks is throwing the inaugural starting dart to open up the third and final map of this series.
All right, I'm biased for GamerLegion now. Sorry, I don't have a choice. That was aura right there. What up now, haters?
Snacks doesn't have haters.
Just has people that aren't yet fans.
Exactly.
Rez with the first kill of the game in what is an interesting pistol. 2 players dry peeking B. Util has to survive on JT to go back. 2 sets of nades. Damn, Snacks. Yeah. Oh. He's very smart. He is tiny, and Hypex bailed him
Why is
out.
Hypex ready for that?
I don't know how he got
Hypex, you're
that.
crazy, dude.
What just happened?
Alexi A engaged. Do you like darts?
You like darts? Full eco here for the old Passion boys. There's always one guy to buy the Deeg. Today it's Kavem.
Not famed for it like other players on the roster might
who?
be.
Like who? Exactly?
Grim Deagle.
No, never heard of it.
The gun that Rez is using has arse in the name. Thoughts?
Wait, what gun? Fam as.
Fam ass. Well, it has ass, but I can only say that with an accent, and it would have been really jarring.
As.
It's not a fam as, is it? Fam ass.
Famousy.
Don't ever say that.
Okay. That's valid.
I'm worried you might have just gotten us taken off the air.
I'm sorry.
Right. Did you prep your Alexi accent?
Oh, no, I didn't.
You didn't? You had one job. I thought that's what you were doing. We didn't speak to each other for like 10 minutes.
Let me think. I might screw this up. You'll see. No.
Oh,
that was
see?
great.
That's
That
why
was
you
not
should have
good.
rehearsed.
Ah, you didn't remind me. I was busy. Sometimes you have. No, I can't do it.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I have done it before, but
Oh,
I don't know. It's
man.
not my best. It's not my best.
It is.
It? Really?
Normally.
Okay, not today. All right, map 4. Be there.
I'll play you some Alexi clips ready for
that would help.
map 4.
That will help.
Or in the halftime, actually. Halftime. JT, what's he up to? Gonna creep ahead of this smoke as they lob in the retake util. Passion play right through it.
And they go, full send. Man down, 2 men down. Snacks has done a lot of damage through the smoke. Firing darts. Picking JT. Kavem hiding in pit, but they will flush him out and Nyx is back in spawn. NT, but not to be. PR with 3.
Whenever they show highlights for the rounds, I want them to like subtly put in the Snacks dart throws.
Okay.
I hope that that's something that someone's working on somewhere in the world. See, it's in a place like this that famous commentator, ex-player Chad Sponge Birchall got his start, stacking boxes of fruit. Nyx is back there right now with the fruit boxes.
Okay.
There they are.
Wow.
You know that about Chad, right?
Yeah.
That's what he used to do.
Where was it? Woolies?
Woolies, little Woolworths,
Oh,
mate.
Woolies.
Still operating out there in Australia.
Wow, it's like a different era.
See them? Just goes to show you. 1 minute, you're stacking fruit. The next, you're a washed CS player. It just goes so quickly.
He's probably watching, Harry.
No, I know he is. That's why I led him in one direction with a nice, I'm recalling his youth. He'll like that. He'll have a little wry smile, and then I insult him. I cut him down.
Ah.
Lead him in one direction, and then slam him in the other. He likes that. Right, so little partial around this Galil that Nyx was able to hold on to. And so he'll be the guy who's to get the round going. And he's dead straight away. Pistols get out in a top mid, but not for long. Hypex brings this one to a very quick close unless JT can muscle away through. No ammo in the AK, and that is 400 IQ from Hypex, Hugo.
Yeah, shoot all the bullets, and so when your opponent picks them up, they don't have any bullets. That's kind of smart. Maybe meta soon. Maybe.
People don't know, but like it's a bit of an inside joke here between me and Hugo.
Oh, no longer, you just kind
Yeah,
of...
I know, because we're sharing it.
Oh.
We share it with everyone. We want to bring them inside the joke too.
Okay.
How does it feel, guys? You're inside the joke with us.
Harry always shoots all his bullets out.
So there's only like 2 left, because then if they kill me, they have to pick up the gun and reload.
Yeah.
But 2 bullets is all you need.
It's true.
Arguably, it's a surplus.
Well, a round is a requirement here for Passion UA. They've started similarly slow on this 3rd map after an outstanding Dust2. It's more of a seated 2nd and 3rd. Oh, PR, not missing. Almost dies there on the hunt, but they let him get out, and little did they know that was the opportunity on a weak B bomb site to take the round. Kavem just walks through mid. He'll pay the price. Nyx, again, trying to be the solo carry of this squad, but they're just, just running through the mid-smoke, Harry. They are just running through the mid-smoke. Not much to it here for Passion. Halzek's got the basketball net behind his PC. Do you think he throws the toilet paper rolls in the basketball net in lieu of a ball?
I feel like the net is the purchase you make second.
After the ball?
Yeah, I feel like because a ball is so
I got the net, but
non-commit. Yeah, right. Like, because if you draw the line there, like,
I've got to get the ball. I'll get it soon.
That would be like buying the car insurance, but with no car. Like,
yeah, but then when you do get the car, you are insured.
Yeah, okay, yeah, like, you are really insured.
You're just planning. You're ahead of the game. You don't want a car without insurance.
True. Fair and true.
Yeah, okay. Ruined your whole argument there, huh? Kind of hard to miss that, but at least you got the info. They're rushing mid. That smoke! Oh, the molly wasn't put out, Harry. The molly. That's so unlucky. And they just get blown to bits. Passion. Round ends in a second.
How's this gone so wrong?
I don't know.
Passion looked really good to start off the day. GamerLegion, they looked slow. They weren't fully locked in, but as the series has gone on, a hell of a turnaround on Mirage, where they nearly had the flawless half, and they went on to absolutely dominate Passion UA. And it feels like that's carried over onto map 3, with everyone looking a little out of it.
Hate it when you gotta hit the smoke in the center, the molly in the center with the smoke, Harry. Get it on the edge. That's what will happen sometimes. Either way, they were getting sprayed and naded. Hypex got that info on the mid rush. Tries again. Smoke comes down. Kavem and Grim and Halzerg, they were the silent 3 last map. They've started similarly. I mean, no one's doing much better. JT's also at 1, Nick's at 2. But Grim and Kavem, stars of the show on 0 kills apiece, after 6 rounds of play, is problematic. Walk Arch, but they're going to walk into Snacks instead, and he has just been getting fed kills through smokes in this game. Little explosion on the A-take. Oh. Almost. Maybe there's hope.
Yeah, chance for something, finally, right? In with the opportunity to win a round here and now, a Passion. But to do so, they've got to finish the job versus PR, who's yet to die, and Hypex, who's been a bit of a monster to open up this third map. Oh, that flank through the apartments gets called back. Nick's just looking for 1 kill's worth of value, and he's going to get it. Meant to be on to Kavem now, just to play it patient around that smoke in the pit. He'll actually answer with a swing, and so Passion UA takes him a long while, but finally on the board, and at least earlier than they were back on Mirage. Yeah. This is where it's got to lead to something now.
It was 9-0 on Mirage before they found their first round, so this is, I guess, an improvement, but going to need a lot more here on the T side. On what for many teams is a T-sided map. Haven't really seen much on the B side of the map, though, in this game. It's been very mid-focused, walking through these smokes on long, on short.
All I know is Snacks needs to throw those darts before every game, because he's playing lights out.
3-1.
And I think he's still just riding the high of scoring 179.
Is that what he scored?
Yeah, he got 1 on 19. I feel really bad for him about it, but like, oh, actually, yeah, that is. Yeah. But that's fine, you know? Like, you were so close to perfection.
Oh, Kvem is very ready for that. A grenade, though. Are they just going to commit off spawn? The entry is tempting, and they chase down that pit player. Torsen, you ain't got time to drop this smoke. They're jumping out of apartments. And so Passion, finally with a pop that works to their favor. Finally. Sneaky, sneaky snacks. Sneaking around the...
Dude, you said earlier, like, he's just unique in terms of...
He's going for both.
Dude, he does want the double here.
Oh, he
and
shot the
he'll
wrong
get
guy.
none.
I respect it.
Terrorists win.
But all right, the start of something. 2 in a row now.
Can't keep just doing pops off spawn. Surely. Good read from Kvem on that boost. It's going to be something, B. Because little do they know, PR is alone most of these rounds. Don't get me wrong, it's PR. Don't want to fight him, but he's not got any support. He's just been left a bounty of utility, and another 4-man A stack comes in for GamerLegion. That's why Passion keep getting caught out, feeling like, oh, the long player's backed up into the site, and then Snacks just appears out of nowhere. Hypex is here with the AWP. Very committed mid, and I feel like Passion is just going to walk into this again.
Well, gone about as well as it has done all the other times they've tried it.
Like, not a single smoke, not a single Molotov, just flashes, and GamerLegion could just re-peak. They have 4 players. Just would like a little bit more. You know, JT's T-side is usually very methodical, very set cool, heavy. Not today. Really struggling. There's, you know, a long smoke, a short molly, maybe even both. And that's suddenly a lot more difficult for GamerLegion to get away with a flawless round.
Well, Snacks has finally decided, look, we've beaten them so badly on mid every time they've tried to come here. Surely this is where the pace change is, and they try and look for some results on the other side of the map. They start 3B, but they don't get that play they were looking for.
I mean, they're 2 here, but they have all the nades of 3 players. The AWP here finally, not for long. Okay, JT hasn't had a kill in like 6 rounds, but just found the double entry. I'm shocked they don't go.
Oh, that's clean.
And he insta-rotates as well, but... Oh, no, I'm not certain about anything. If Kvem finds him on long, they'll know B's clear. That's all they've got here.
I mean, even if Kvem dies, they know the B's clear.
Yeah, true.
So the only way they don't get that info is if Snacks never fights.
Oh, it's over. It's overcooking again.
Oh, dear. They're playing right into his hands.
Now, Kvem has good timing. That's something.
Well, in a way,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Gonna catch a freebie on Torsen. Rez, that could have been the lineup, but won't end up coming through. And so it looks like Passion, even though they end up playing into the stack, well, they will still hold on to the round. A sigh of relief there for Passion UA.
Snacks is hitting hard, man. Not just on darts. He's hit some shots today. Darts. Passion just trying to squeeze out 5-round half. Doable. Nice entries for JT here. Oh, the difference a bit of well-placed utility can do. And wow, shot of the round, I think, there.
Torsen with some aggression. All right.
JT, run it back.
Woo.
Oh,
Hypex with one, but Torsen caught out in no man's land, and now Hypex, there's the follow-up, little fancy flashy orb sequence out towards the apartments. Gonna slow the roll of Passion UA, and now it grinds to a bit of a jarring halt. JT trying to open up back doors as he goes blow for blow with PR, and he will get past him. That's opened up a route to the plant here, and a chance at the 4th round for Passion.
a bit of spam, but bomb has to be prioritized here. Putting it down now. JT with deep position. Rez is not ready, and with that smoke, no vision. Hypex, money not enough to get the orb, so I guess PR could drop it, but then gonna have trouble, so maybe just worth saving here. If they don't give you anything. Exit it will be. I've heard he's pretty good at these, though. Oh, Harry, you've kind of cursed it. Nice trade out for Passion and an AWP for Halzerk at the end of the half. Last round here, last chance for Passion UA, and hey, they've recovered. They're in this game now. JT is providing in form of entries on B.
Oh, JT.
Nice.
Caught as he turns from the flash, and PR just goes full aggressive down through Banana. This would be a nice way to shut out Passion right as they started to pick up some steam. I mean, an 8-4 CT half, you don't feel dismayed with that at all. Down to the mid creep, so often used to running into stacks here, these crossfires. But in this round, GamerLegion are a little more passive, so you'll get given the mid control. It's as they try and go past that they nearly line up for Hypex. Nails Halzerk as they peek around the corner, and now just Kvem and Nyx as they attempt to stem the bleeding. They're going in at one hell of a crossfire in the site. Down here in the pit, you've got a bit of support from Torsen just looking on. Will get cleaned up. Still Snacks and Hypex left to break through. Rotates on the way as well. Nyx with one, AWP dead. This is happening. Kvem with another. And 2v5 looking to come through. PR was the guy that got the ball rolling on this round. Well, he's going to be the one to keep it going as he arrives late to the party. Site already taken. Passion had no business getting this one. And they have fought their way back in. It's Nyx and Kvem that they've got to thank if they can get this over the line. With PR making noise, the crossfire established. Nyx will shut them out of it. That is a wild round to find. 2v5 to close out this half.
I mean, unforgettable names in all through Counter-Strike. I mean, there's so many in every single generation. I think usually it's someone who's able to kind of break the rules of that particular era, someone who kind of unlocks this vision of the way they want to play the game that other people can see and build upon. One of the first I'd name is Snacks. Defined how smokes could be used, the way he played around them, the way he walked through them, the way he hid in them. That wasn't being done at the time. That particular moment is a time of greatness for Snacks. Someone like JW and Kenny S with how aggressive they were with the AWP. Trophies, winning events, going on streaks. The NIP guys, because of the streak that they went on. The Fnatic guys who established an era. There's always greatness there. I think for Pasha, I think what made him was his personality. Having someone being that outspoken and that strong and provide emotions and provide his thoughts and be entertaining in a way that the audience can connect with and fans can connect with and we as commentators can connect with. He was always able to get kills, and despite that, you'd see these moments where you were like, how is this guy a pro? Like the way he walked around corners, the way he stepped into a 1v1.
In fact, pros at the time even had a name for it called the Pasha Peak, which was like the slowest, most awkward peak ever. That was kind of the greatness defining mood around the team at that point. Olaf back in like 2015, he was such a force to be reckoned with. He was one of the players that Fnatic could just send out and say, find us a kill. And he could go duel 2 or 3 players at a time. He really did become that player where once upon a time he was the jack of all trades, and he was just so good at all those trades. 2016 was the era where Brazilian Counter-Strike really hit it. Fallen's greatness obviously comes from his movement and his ability to understand his positioning, take a shot, fall back, find new cover, and he was like a master of this kind of like retreating off defense that would just pick a player off. So you add all that together with his leadership and kind of the style of Counter-Strike that he developed with the Brazilians, and Fallen's just in some ways a complete package of greatness. Device was someone who kind of mastered the textbook of Counter-Strike and always played within its limits to its maximum potential. ZywOo is someone who just has incredible consistency, sharp with the AWP as well as the AK-47, extremely versatile, and he's a star player that doesn't demand a lot. Simple's greatness came from the fact that he just beat the game. He's the best player to ever touch it. His motivation at some point was, I want to put on a show. I want the crowd on their feet as I decimate you inside the server.
Simple, are you serious? What is that? You can't do that, Simple.
And that level of greatness is really hard to achieve and might not ever be achieved again. For me, I think the GOAT conversation is a fun one. Device is the greatest CSGO player of all time. 4 majors, 21 MVPs, 20 MVPs. He was the center point for the greatest team of all time of that Astralis lineup. And then we get to ZywOo, and he's going to take the mantle of the greatest player of all time. It's just a matter of time before everyone kind of gets on board and accepts that. Someone like m0NESY, someone like Donk should be next in line to have some kind of a GOAT status conversation. You need the major trophies. You have to have them. Donk's already got one in his first rookie year. If he's doing this in year 1, where is he going to develop into? But it's competition and it's Counter-Strike, and things can change in a heartbeat.
The 5v2 finishing blow from Passion UA to close the half keeps them in this game. It was a very slow start, but what a finish to your T side. Sharp shots from Kavem and Nyx keep this game close down the stretch of the third map. A match that has been extremely one-sided for either team. Who's going to take it on Inferno? Yet to be seen.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think the value of going on that streak at the end, but also just the fact that you win a 2v5 to kind of keep the streak in check, give yourself a bit of breathing room. I think that's a huge push for Passion, who have looked a little out of it, really, since the second map. Like, the only guy who was really firing up on map 2 was Nyx. And even when everyone else found a bit more down the stretch, it didn't really feel like it did a lot to improve the longevity. Well, Nyx is still playing good, but you win a little 2v5 like that, and I think that just pumps everyone up. It reminds you, like, you can win this game, you know? Nothing is set in stone. Even something as one-sided as a 2v5 to keep the streak going can come through. And I hope if you're someone like Grim right now, you see the mammoth effort that Nyx is putting in, you're going to want to give a little bit more to this game, knowing that if you provide anything here in this second half, it could be enough for the win. It's a game that's tightened up, and Halzerk opening the pistol in a 5v4 will continue lending intrigue to the prospect of a comeback here from Passion UA.
Julie's nice in this position, but if GamerLegion play it right, he's going to get caught looking the wrong way. So there's perfect timing as the steps are made out middle. Torsen activates. It's a great way to clear the boiler. 4v4 now, and make that even better for GamerLegion as they empty the A site of Passion players. Flank around the world, but no saving this one, surely, without a kit.
Come on, Grim. 1 kill to his name. I don't have to tell you, that's a very quiet half. And it's not going to get any prettier here in the pistol, as there's the turnaround. Might have started 4v5, but they're left standing with 4 players left. They get out laughing. GamerLegion right back to their winning ways.
After the Res and PR map of Mirage, it's Torsen and Hypex's show here on Inferno. Both of them finding a multi-kill in this round. Hypex with some really nice orb shots on the CT side, bunch of 5v4s. It's a really good-looking GamerLegion at this point in the game. Passion have only had 3 entry kills in this map. 2 of them coming from JT. Makes sense when you consider Grim is at the bottom of the server, 1 and 11.
Well, a 4 spy on the cards.
Hypex. That's a brutal entry. Oh no.
Oh, that's nice. Of course.
Dude, that kill from Rez is so important because I feel like you're just going to overlook Grim there, getting baited in by Nyx. So just clearing Grim out of the corner. And he's also 1 and 12 now, so even more in his head, I'm sure.
I mean, they were trying to like bring him back into the round there, bring him back into the game, set him up in a little bait and switch. But he did fire off 1 bullet from the MP9 that gave it all away when that first player came around the corner. And that's what allowed Rez to be so ready for him. I mean, obviously, you know, Passion hate how Grim's playing, but if you're GamerLegion and you're Rez there, I think there's no better feeling kill. You've gone, you've hunted down the guy who's 1 and 12. You've had games like this, you know how it feels, you know how in your head you are. And you're thinking, like, you know the setup they were trying to run. You know that's the round that's meant to reactivate him and bring him back into the fold. Oh, he gets a couple of freebies on a bait and switch. Nah, I've just deleted him. Go back to the mind cave.
It's not a palace, it's a cave.
No, it's a cave.
There's no drawers, there's no cupboards, there's nowhere to
But
hide
there's the
your
1 bullet.
thoughts. Yeah.
And that's all it took.
You're just watching the shadows on the wall. There's a whole world out there, you don't know it. Plate of pain. Hypex again. I mean, like, you can see the frustration. Sure, it's only eco rounds or forces, but Kavem, back-to-back rounds, same peak in middle, and same punish by Hypex. He's got his number right now. Ring, ring, 10 rounds. Nothing going wrong here for GamerLegion on their T side. And it's now or never, essentially, for Passion UA. Pick up this first buy, start your comeback, or another most wanted survives here at the bounty. Are they just gonna walk out apps? Oh, it's so great.
The perfect answer to this setup as well. No cover from the double short side play. As Halzer goes to try and give them a way out through mid, will get shut down. Nyx is also overran. Them trying to come back, but even if Rez didn't find him there, dropping down from the apartments, Hypex was ready to do so, and if anything, his position's even more dangerous now in this post plant. If you try and move in through short with this moto smoke down, he'll be there to shoot you in the back.
Oh my god, Grim just can't catch a break. It's not his game. Homing nades coming in over
I'm
the
gonna
long
say
side.
this, like the last 3 deaths for Grim have been complete BS. I don't know about the other 11 before that. They can't all have been like this, surely.
Dude. Not his game.
sometimes just all the bad deaths come at once, you know?
It's better to get them out in one map, I guess.
Well,
Not the third map
not
of the series.
the third and potentially final map for you at the tournament.
Grim reaped. Oh, come on. Show someone else.
Oh, man. Like, we've all been there.
There we go.
You know, that's the thing that's like really quite humbling about Counter-Strike is top level to bottom level. You've all had those games where just everything's going wrong, and Grim's having one of them right now.
Feels out of your hands. 11-5. GamerLegion. When you consider how poor Dust2 was,
Well,
what a return to form.
Yeah, 100%. You know, you had no solid foundations to stand on. You had to go and build them up yourself on map 2 and then hold the fort all the way to the very end of this game. And they've looked to do exactly that.
Some BM snacks calling. The apps rush 3 rounds in a row.
It's a good double here from Kvem, though. And it's given Passion something to hold on to in this round, at least at 3v1. Hypex, though, sitting top of the board for the GamerLegion squad and in the server. So let's see if he can do something in this 1v3. Got a minute and 10 seconds left to play with. Bomb dropped out in the apartments as well, so he's got to scale up to get that back. Might find himself fighting to the very end of this round. The way things are... Oh, never mind. It's all good. Kvem's alleviated any pressure, any weirdness there. Kvem lays it to rest. The thing that was making me nervous was the 2 players that would have fought were Kvem and JT, and that would have left Grim in the 1v1.
Oh, no.
Oh. So it's good that it doesn't
Every time I think of a game like that, I think of that Astralis Pain game, and it was Snow, who was like 1-15. And Yabi on Inferno gets like 3 1-deeks in a 1v4, and then he's in 1v1 v Snow, and it's like, obviously he gets 1-deeked. That's exactly what you're talking about. Okay, Grim, trying to get involved. Down bottom banana. Surely he can't leave him here. Kvem goes back for nades. In fact, Grim will hand them to him, but GamerLegion not interested in Banana right now, taking back that mid control. Good util to push Passion into a passive setup. They can now do a B hit if they want, but still don't know about Grim. Maybe, Harry, maybe. Great smoke.
Nade to break it open, though, and Grim hears the footsteps. They're coming his way. This is his chance. Finally in the position to do some damage. Grim stops the take of Banana, and that might force a change of plans out of GamerLegion. They hang around, they keep fighting him, and they knock out the player deep down bottom B.
Don't leave.
Rez just getting a bit of a gap out towards long. JT, a rough fight for him, but able to win it out. And now the rest of GamerLegion just hoping they can follow through on an A play. But as we said, you know, those kills at Banana, they completely changed the nature of this round. And with it, you're just so boxed in with so little time left that there's no winning this for GamerLegion. And so hope dies last here for Passion UA as they will find themselves a couple of rounds back-to-back all of a sudden. Maybe there is a world back into this one.
What a cheeky re-peek for Torsten, knowing they're going to go for the gun. So he just peeks after time. Like, it's the least expected thing. Able to punish one more player. This GamerLegion just try and squeeze out the win here. Passion are putting up a bit of a fight. But again, like Mirage, is it just cosmetic? Is there anything to it here on the CT side? Triple B going to take more space again, but in the corner sits GamerLegion. They pushed into Banana this time. Lots of damage done to both teams. The famed AUG is out for Grim, and it does find one through the smoke. Ever since Rivals have been playing the AUG, Harry,
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's good. Grim
It's
has a
actually
point
really
with this.
good.
He was kind of the guy that really tried to get this going.
And the amount of hip fire he does, I can confirm, hip fire is actually very nice. Like, I don't really use the scope.
Dude, the one that's crazy to me is in the close range fights, the fact that you can one-tap
Yes.
is insane.
Well,
Like,
yeah, you can't with M4. And
Yeah,
the amount of
it
times you just
insta
let people
headshot.
down, yeah.
So, like, CTs do have an AK in their arsenal to a degree.
I think it's
It's the 5.7.
it's good.
Nah, but seriously, the AUG
No, I think
actually
it's
does slap.
Really good. I think it's really good. It is significantly more expensive. Well, I guess not anymore, but it's a bit more expensive.
I mean, the game is tightening up. This is a very long save from GamerLegion. They lose 2 players early, and that just kind of decides the outcome of the round right there. I would never store the bananas that close to the bleach myself. But others might. But I ain't talking about Ichigo. That's an anime reference, Hugo.
Yeah, I ignored it.
Bleach is an anime,
No,
as well as a cleaning product.
does everything these days.
Timeout called in. GamerLegion are the ones to burn it.
Okay, feeling a bit stressed. I mean, the game is a lot closer than when the comeback started on Mirage. GamerLegion didn't want to show too much. They did 3 apps pops in a row, so they stopped working. And now a couple of rounds to talk about here for the Passion CT side. GamerLegion's money starting to run out. Can they take back Banana? Because that's back-to-back rounds. Passion have really put an onus on Banana control. We haven't really seen any B in this game. It's been so A-focused on both halves.
Colony claps disorder, Inferno. Where there's way less bees than you remember.
Is there a solution?
Oh, I mean, when the invites are so good to A, when you're getting them like that,
Yeah.
you understand why they just keep running it back. JT can't withstand it, and so 1 pause, 1 entry, that's really all it takes for GamerLegion. Can't say that that was some slick tactical round from them, right? You just get given a kill like that out towards the boiler, and you know better. You follow through in the 5v4, and it just becomes a kind of ripple effect, right? You lose that 1 player, but everyone else is out of position. Everyone else gets caught in that transition back around to their spots. And things go from bad to worse for Passion. Now they're vying for overtime to get there. They would need 4 in a row, and well, they've struggled at streaking together rounds. This is their kind of nicest looking streak yet. 3 is the max they've been able to put on the board in a row.
Yeah, and that's the way that Inferno blows sometimes, because if you're not holding your spots with at least 1 kill, you are doing a disservice to your teammates. It's so hard to multi-kill in positions on this map, on CT side. Especially when you have no teammates baiting any attention or drawing any fire. Trade is all but guaranteed for GamerLegion, so nice clean entry, and like you said, just run it in. That's what I think Snacks also brings to the table. He's not afraid of holding the W key. And so match point here for GamerLegion. Passion low seed picked their opponent. And it made sense, at least on the first map, but since that point, it's been quite the one-sided series for GamerLegion, this new project. Showing good signs in this series. will look to culminate on B here. PR loses his fight. Kavem, same spot, does continue to spray for his. And okay, Passion. One more swing at the king here. As 3 kills come through.
Like,
96.
Like, what is that?
How do you do that?
What is that?
Hypex has been hitting those shots all game, though.
Oh, Grim, dude.
Nice entry.
I think he's doing a good job. I would be way more tilted if this was...
So, like, again, you said this earlier, good example of that's just a BS death, I think.
Like, he hit the shot,
he hit the shot.
didn't he?
He didn't even get a second bullet out. M4 wouldn't have done it. 96 damage. Like, that's so quick. B-rush. Go on. Oh, Grim's trapped. Grim is in trouble.
Oh,
He switched off the AUG after that.
yeah, I felt like it let him down. If at least stopped this quick banana take, the pace change from GamerLegion, considering, as you've touched upon to no end, it's been a very A-focused game. To be able to batten down the hatches when suddenly you've been tasked with it on the back of a B hit. It's a nice showing from Passion UA. They get themselves into a 5-on-3 and a lot of damage done on a PR. So suddenly, Torsen becomes very important. The guy a little further ahead of the pack, trying to take some space away out here towards long. Given a jiggle, that's the info for Passion. Only one player spotted, and it's not crazy to envision there might have been someone here from the start, so you're not seeing a big shuffle of the defense. They're largely rooted in place right now. Content with feeling like they can field an advantage wherever GamerLegion attempt to end up in this spot. But job's not done yet. Halzerk down here in the pit. If he hits this shot on Hypex coming around the corner, you're golden. Instead, gonna double back and knock out Torsen in the apartments. They get the spot on the bomb here as well. And this should be another one of these saves for GamerLegion.
Double digits for Passion. 5 rounds straight. Cannot say I was expecting this kind of recovery. Grim might find them right at the bitter end as well. There's a knife out, PR. Oh no, he's gone back. It's okay, but he's still dead. Okay, nice exit for Grim. Impact frag at the end, removing the money. PR is only 950 bucks. So GamerLegion are in a bit of bother here. We haven't really seen anyone fake a sight in this game, right? In this map, go take some big control, go back to B and actually succeed. It's been kind of all-ins off of entries, especially for GamerLegion, committing off their first kill. So will Snacks be able to call anything here with just one rifle in this round? He's going to buy Galil to try and join Hypex, but 3 Tech 9s? Might just have to be another one of these pop plays here for GamerLegion with a bit of pace.
Aggression in through the apartments. Back for Rez. JT could get caught crossing, and they've given away 2 kills.
GamerLegion
on the back of that push. There's guns to get picked up there as well. Suddenly you're armed, you're dangerous, and this 3v3 certainly has legs on it.
Yeah, now the call is just slow down. Goal is get those guns. Let's get armed here. 2 Tech 9s, put some AKs in their hands. And suddenly they have a really good shot at closing this out on a force buy. Remember, this is going to be back-to-back forces if they lose. So right now is your best opportunity to close the map. Snacks is faking B right now. Those AKs retrieved. Maybe they even go back to him, but oh no, pushing middle so early in the round. Still, it works out. PR hears 2 players push forward. He's going to go for the backstab. Grim smokes mid. He knows there's timing available. What a smart play from Grim, but still, B is lost in the process. Bomb controlled by Passion UA, and GamerLegion lost in the source. Oh my god, it's all just timings. It's just timing after timing and PR hits it. Is that the game? Can Nick stop it?
I mean, you said how this round has been timings after timings, and that's what you've been relying on, but that's not what Passion UA want to rest their entire game upon. So Nyx is trying to be a bit more finessed with his approach here. Ducks out through lower tons. Nade finds damage. He can stop this bomb right now. It's been juggled across. PR's grabbed it. Nyx having to run through his own Molotov, just playing to close the distance, and PR shuts him down. That is a nail-biter of a closing round. End of the line for Passion UA, and GamerLegion get to keep on fighting.
GamerLegion come out on top, but my oh my, I started to believe in that Passion UA comeback. That was close, but PR, you know, he went for that swing. He believed in himself. He fought with that